Congratulations. Yeah. Let's start out with a very happy opening statement.
Excited for our young man. Really excited for them. They've worked so hard up to this point, and we talked about all week. We just wanted to change our best, and PR we called it. We wanted to have a personal record today with how we played, being the best day we played up to today. And they did that. I thought they played way better than they played last week. And again, that's going to be the mantra all year. I'm not going to look at the result. We're glad we won. But are we playing better than we did the week before? And we definitely did that today, and the result takes care of itself from there. So I thought they started fast. They came out the gate swinging with the first drive, and they accelerated in the middle. We're still working on finishing strong, but we're getting closer and closer. So excited for them. Hopefully they can celebrate tonight and have a good time and go back to work and be 1-0 in the Fresno State season next week.
All right, let's open up to questions. We'll start immediately on my road. Derek from Believe Land Media.
Coach Burns, like Dan said, congratulations on win number 1. Start to finish, you guys just came out and imposed your will. How do you hope that this can build moving forward, like you said, next week to Fresno State?
Yeah, if you look at the Arkansas game, I thought we started fast there, but we didn't accelerate in the middle. This week, I thought we started fast. In the second half, I challenged them at halftime 0-0. Okay, let's see if you can accelerate right now. And you look at it, we did. Now if we can put the next step on it with finishing strong, that's the whole thing. Because when you play an opponent that, no offense to Central Connecticut, with a player with a little bit more talent, you're going to have a tough time if you don't finish strong. You got to be able to close the game because we'll be in tight bar games. The way we're playing complementary football, killing the clock on offense, protecting the defense. We're playing really good defense right now. We're going to be able to be in games late, and we've got to find a way to finish strong and close games. So that's the next step. I'm happy with what they did today for sure because we made progress. But I think next week we've got to finish strong.
Thanks.
Coach Burns, Mike Popovich from the Repository and the Beacon Journal. What progress? The first touchdowns of the season, what progress did you see from the offense?
Yeah, today? I thought the O-line played way better. I thought we found our 5 that we were working with. We started another true freshman in Chris Furrow today. He did an excellent job. We challenged him all week, and the coolest thing about that was, there's Lamke and there's Golden and there's Jim Toe. They're older guys a little bit, and they're playing with 2 freshmen in the middle, and to see them get excited for those guys when they have success on the field, that's togetherness, that's the tea and grit, and that's awesome to see. And I thought the O-line took a big jump this week with how they prepared. We challenged them all week because Lineberger did a great job challenging them, and it paid off. I thought the guys played really hard and played together.
Mike, any other questions?
I got one. What development did you see from your quarterback, Michael Lyman?
Mike is, it's hard because if you watch it, you're probably like, why do you throw that ball here? But there's so much other stuff that goes into it. Like the interception, there was an MA by the receiver, wrong route, right? He's on his back a couple times. But what I love about Mike is the leadership. He got the offense back. When he made mistakes, he told him that's on me, and he got him to follow him. And I think that's what's going to be great because Mike's got a couple years left with this same group of receivers, same O-line. The more you can get them together, the better off we are. Sorry.
Gabe?
Gabe Calero, TV2. Talk about the running back room a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
you were over 200 yards on the day. Gavin Garcia, over 20 carries, 125 yards. Jalen was good. Xavier was good. Talk about how important it is to have depth at that position.
We got to because, again, as you saw, Gavin had a little bit of a banged-up ankle there that he's playing on, which he played fine with, but we need to be able to spill him. I thought he had a great day. I thought he ran hard. I thought he broke tackles. We have a really unique relationship. I'm probably harder on him than anybody because I used to be a running back coach, but he likes that, and I thought he responded and played well. 127 yards. I told him we're going to ride him today, and we did. And he did a great job. And then X is X. I think when he goes in there, he's a change of pace back and did a good job too. And then it was good to see JT have some good runs. We don't know what we got yet there, but I think he showed today that he can definitely play at this level.
And then elephant in the room, first FBS win under your belt. Talk about that a little bit.
It's a special moment. I know I'm not going to underplay that. You work so hard to be a head coach in this moment, and to get a win and to be with that group of guys. I love those kids, man. I can't say that enough. They didn't pick me, but I picked them, and they work so hard, and you guys have no clue of what they give. Whenever I change the bar, they come up to it, and that's what I love about this team. And to do that with them makes it really special.
And then one more from me, and then I'm done. Defense forced two turnovers, held them to 10 points, and then it was all the scoring from them was in the fourth quarter. Talk about what you saw from them today and what you can build on going into Fresno State next week defensively.
We've got a really good defense. I'm going to throw it out there and say we have a very good defense. You look at this 153 yards, and really, be going into the fourth quarter, I wonder what it was. We put our backups in. They play cohesively together. They play fast. They play smart. They're getting better and better each game. They just can't slow down. They can't get comfortable, and I'm not going to let them. And if they keep growing at the rate they're growing at, they're going to be really special this year. I got a feeling. So I don't feel bad saying that. So now they got to come up to it. But I think they're really good and they're talented, and they're playing that way. I think you saw a glimpse of it against Arkansas, and then today I said it needs to be a dominant performance defense. I said I really don't care what the offense does. I want to see you take the ball away and give them nothing. And I thought they did that. So we'll see what they do next week.
Good.
Sharp TV2 News. First home game at Kent State. Talk a little bit about the atmosphere, fans.
I mean, what about the student body? I mean, packed house over there. That was exciting to see, and they were into it. And I think that I said it to our AD and I think this is a sleeping giant. I think you got to give them something to build off of, and you got to keep coming back with our energy on the sideline and how we play, and get them excited. And the more we do that, and the more wins we stack upon each other, I think they'll come. And I'm just excited that the first game that we had that type of turnout from our student body. They are all in, I believe, and we got to keep giving them more.
John?
John Hilberg, kind of wired. You had put in a few backups towards the end of the game. Could you just talk about what you saw from that unit and also like just the depth of the team overall?
Yeah, you know what? I said it to those guys on the sideline. Everybody wants to play until you get a chance to play. And they got a chance to play, and they were kind of big, wide-eyed, I think, on defense especially. So it'd be a great learning experience for them, because at some point we're going to need our depth to kick in. And they got meaningful reps today. We'll watch them as coaches, and we'll get them better for sure. But they've got to hold and I told our defense, I said, when you go in as a backup, you got to hold the standard of the defense up. And if the defense is pitching a shutout, you got to keep it a shutout. And so they'll learn from it. We'll get better.
Jacob, Tom, any other questions?
Coach, let's talk about that defensive line rotation. It looked like you got about eight fresh bodies. We talked earlier on about having that kind of rotation in there, especially heading into the middle. Looked like you got some solid play from a lot of different guys on the defensive line today.
Yeah, I thought our D-line played well. I thought Coach Farrell and Coach CJ did a good job of getting guys in and out, playing with urgency. But we played a lot of guys last week. I just thought the backups that went in this week played better. They played like our ones did. So if we can keep that rotation going, that helps us, obviously, on defense. But I was encouraged by our D-line's play.
And how important is that in the pressure? They move the quarterback off his spot a lot today. How much does that help your defensive backfield?
Oh, big time. Big time. If you get him off his spot and then you let the rest of the people swarm to him, we're in for a big day. So I was impressed with our defense. But the one thing I encourage you to do is watch how many hats get to the ball. We make them sprint to the ball every day in practice, all 11, and I think you see that on Saturday. And sometimes they joke with you, say this is easier than practice, So that's what you want on defense. But if one guy doesn't get him down, the first game, if you watch the Central Florida game, we didn't get him down, then it was a big play. Now they're protecting each other. If the first guy doesn't get him down, here comes 9 other hats to the ball, which is really important in good defense. Coach Duggan always talks about the depth of the defense, and that's the depth of the defense.
You got a couple kickers in today. Was that by design, or did the play dictate that?
The play dictates that. Yeah.
Any other questions for Coach?
How's the Gatorade backfield?
It's sticky. It's sticky. But no, that was awesome. Again, that's a moment that you're never going to forget as a coach. When it's all said and done, I'll always remember that game and that moment. So it was really special.
Coach, I'll let you go celebrate.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for
Get that
coming.
thing in the water.